Hey everyone, this is Irina Borden with Agent on Realty. I am here at 22 Charlestown for a property tour. This property is listed by Anna Grunlow from the exchange company, and it's for a 6-bedroom, 5-bathroom home with 3,526 square feet, and it's currently listed for $1,850,000. So this is actually a flip because this used to be a 1-story ranch from 1953. So the flipper, the company, purchased it and basically just left the outside walls, the perimeter of the house there, and added a second floor and lots of extra square footage. So I'm really excited to show you the house, and let's get right into it. So this is beautiful curb appeal. It has hardy plank siding, an oversized front porch. And as we go in, you see here, these were the old steps from the old house. The house was from 1953. At the time it was just a rancher, so 1-story. So as you come here, you see mahogany doors. And then in here, this is actually the original hardwood flooring. I do believe that they will put another flooring on top of it. You see how this is not flush there. So yes, they left some room to add more floorings. So as we come in, you are right in the heart of the house. So we have the family room area with a fireplace. So this is really cool because this is the original fireplace. And, I think the flipper is going to not mess with the old one and not refurbish it, but maybe he will. And then, I think they're probably going to put a new fireplace here. And you have a nice big panoramic window. You could do, a farmhouse style table over here. There's electricity up on the ceiling for a nice chandelier. This house has so many windows. That's totally beautiful. So the kitchen itself has it's two-tone. So the lower cabinetry together with this pantry area is called rye. And then we have a couple of upper cabinets in white. Yeah, so this is going to be a gourmet kitchen. There's going to be, hopefully a gas range in here with a nice hood over there. And here is a spot for the microwave. You see there's, the cable for that to hook it up. Everything in here, of course, is soft closed drawer. This is probably going to be the dishwasher, I would say. And yeah, maybe the sink is going to be here. The pull-out trash is here. And of course, there's going to be nice countertops. You can have some stools here. It's going to be beautiful. I can see it. So let's walk to the old part of the house. So as we walk here, first is a hall bathroom. They already tiled everything. So this is like a tub shower combo with a subway tile, a couple of cutouts over here. And the floor, the tile here is black and white, which, is tying it together here. So with the same color scheme. Then you have a smaller bedroom here. This would be the perfect office, a little bit tucked away, quiet, pointing to the back of the house. There is a small closet. Yeah, and then the, original main bedroom is this one here. So the room size itself is pretty decent. And they renovated the bathroom here as well. A beautiful tile, walk-in shower. You know, it's small, but you know, this would be a fabulous guest suite, you know, when the aging parents are coming to town and don't want to climb any stairs. So also has two windows. And you know, here is the closet with some built-ins. All in the making. So let's go to the other side of the house. Um, you have a second entrance door here. So from your driveway, you can come in with your groceries, and they have a so-called scullery in here. Check this out. So it's like a second prepping kitchen space, pantry space, all of the above. Ample cabinetry, another pull-out trash, so very nice. Everything, of course, soft close. Yeah, and it has a window. You know, if we look into the cabinetry, these are really nice cabinets. Also here, the drawers, these are all dovetail. Do you see this here? This is what we call dovetail. They are just sturdier than just stapled gun together, the cabinets. So that's really cool. Maybe there's going to be like, I can picture like a small fridge in here. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but here is extra pantry space. Lots and lots of it. So there is already tile underneath. Let me show it to you. They covered it up to protect the tile, of course. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, it's really cool. And it's all the way here coming to the entranceway from the driveway. So that's cool. So let me put this back here. So I don't want to mess anything up. Yeah, so let's go upstairs. So upstairs we have a loft and 4 bedrooms with 3 full bathrooms. So as we come up here around the corner, there is the loft. Great hangout space for the kids. Could be a game room, video room. They have like an accent, a shiplap wall over here. Then to this side is kind of like a mother-in-law suite with cathedral ceilings. And it's prepped with maybe a kitchenette here. Here is your closet, also with built-ins in the making. And here is the private bathroom. Walk-in shower here with the cutouts and beautiful gray greenish tile. And this tile is also the same as we have on the floor. So that's really cool. Also daylight window. There's going to be the vanity over here. And the toilet is going to be over here. I also love all the trim package here, the craftsman style. This is all custom. Nothing came, you know, from a big manufacturer. This is even the doors, they're custom made. They're solid doors. They're not hollow from the inside, so that's kind of cool too. So then we have 3 more bedrooms on this side. So there is a linen closet, super big, you know. Then we have 1 bedroom here. That's facing the street, 2 windows, nice walk-in closet. Here is the view into the window, out of the window. And yeah, there's going to be recessed lighting here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and also wired for a ceiling fan. And then across here is another bedroom, which is even bigger. Also 2 windows. You know, you looking to the back of the house. There we go. That's your view into the backyard. And here is your walk-in closet, also with built-ins. It's going to be 2 recessed lights, I would say. And then here, as we continue our tour, there is a whole bathroom here. There's a linen closet here. So here over there, it's going to be a dual vanity. The toilet's going to be there. And here is a tub shower combo. Check out this beautiful tile. It looks like a handmade tile. It really does. Then we have the penny round here in this big cutout, you know, so you can have your shampoo and everything, ample space. And then the floor, you know, just tied it together. You have the penny round here, and look how the flooring looks. Penny round, 2 colors. Very cool. So whoever designed this knew what they were doing. Now we're coming to the main bedroom. Ta-da! Very spacious. Also, you know, recessed lighting, wired for a ceiling fan. Yes, and check out this bathroom. Super big. Isn't it gorgeous? I can already picture how this is going to look like. So here is going to be an oversized dual vanity, at least 72 inches, maybe even 80 something. Then this here is not wood. This is tile that makes, you know, that looks like wood, but it's not. And the tub is going to be here in front of the window. You can have a nice chandelier hanging off of it. So that's going to be beautiful. And this walk-in shower is just like drop dead gorgeous, I think. So this cutout, look at how beautiful this tile is. And then this tile here is also what you have on the floors. Let me show you. See, that's that very calm beige-ish floor tile. It's really beautiful. Lots of windows here. They're tall windows. An abundance of natural light, so that's great. And the separate water closet, so that's always nice. Always a nice feature. So let's go and check out the custom closet in the making. Everything is custom made. Nothing came, you know, from a factory just to be screwed together. These are going to be soft close. I need to use 2 hands here. Soft close drawers. So super nice. Daylight window in the closet. Isn't that pretty? Ample space. It's like, wow. So now I will take you back downstairs and show you the backyard. So here also, did you see this rounded entryway? It's very beautiful, I think. So let's go check out the backyard. So here you have French mahogany doors, lots of window to let natural light in there. And here, this could be your backyard oasis. Of course, everything is in the making. Everything needs to get cleaned up, but it should take the builder another 2 months maybe to finish the house. Maybe they're going to be faster. You don't know. There is some, you know, space if you wanted to have like a little cocktail pool or something. This could possibly be done. And yeah. And you have a nice deck here for some outdoor seating. You could have a barbecue out here. And this is the view to the back. And then, you know, everything is fenced in, which is nice. So you have a gate on this side here. There is no HOA in South Windermere, so you could even, you know, have a little boat come in this way if you want to have it on your property stored. And then, you know, here is your gas Rinnai water heater. There is your gas hookup, you know, the meter. There is a crawl space under the house, it appears, but I can't really look in it. That would be something the inspector would have to figure out how to get in there. Yeah, so prime location here in West Ashley. It is right across the bridge from the downtown peninsula, Charleston. It takes you a mere 8 minutes to get over there. So that's like very, very, very close. So also South Windermere is directly connected to the West Ashley Greenway here. You have a trail about 10 miles long. You can walk, bike, skate, run. It's absolutely fabulous, and it's immediately connected to this neighborhood. So prime location here. But let me tell you a little bit more about what the Greenway is. So here is a map of the Greenway. Currently here, South Windermere is right here at the bottom, and it goes all the way up to basically Main Road, that's John's Island. You know, you have the Stoner River that you will walk or bike along, and then here is a little bit more information. So this trail once was a railroad, and it linked Charleston and Savannah economically starting in 1853. So it's been a while. Now a major utility corridor owned by Charleston Water System. The Greenway is leased by the city of Charleston as a linear park connecting neighborhoods. So former farmlands, schools, and businesses by foot and bicycle. The synergy is vital. Enjoy the history and natural beauty of this treasured community asset. Yes, it is truly an asset. It is gorgeous. So I have biked it myself, and yeah, I was pretty tired, but at the end of this trail, there is a beer garden. I'm just saying. I hope you enjoyed this little extra, and yeah, call me with any questions. Thanks for watching again. Bye-bye.